it's still not a phone. Now, when I started my journey to live a more digitally minimalistic life 1 year ago, the Boox Palma was one of my first devices that I really invested in. Now, primarily I got the device because I am visually impaired, and this device allowed me to scan documents to be able to read them. It also reduced my eye strain and enabled me to get tasks done that I couldn't get done on any other device, especially at that time. Now, today I do use the Boox Palma, but I use it a lot less than I primarily did. I use it for reading nowadays, and it's a great travel device. But recently I saw that the Onyx company is releasing a second iteration of the Boox Palma, the Boox Palma 2. This had me thinking, is it worth the upgrade? As somebody who is a die-hard fan of the Boox Palma, would this device be a substantial improvement over the previous and first generation? Long story short, not really. I noticed there were 4 main differences between the Boox Palma and the Boox Palma 2. The first difference is that there is a fingerprint scanner. Now, if you're somebody who's constantly unlocking your device, maybe you could save some time and help yourself unlock the device a lot faster. I don't know. I'm a digital minimalist, so I'm not really in a rush to unlock devices, and I kind of want to make the friction between me and my device usage a little bit more substantial. Using a fingerprint scanner, yes, will make your device more secure. It will make it unlock faster. But honestly, as much as I use the Boox Palma, I can enter a code each time I need to unlock it. The next upgrade is the operating system. Now, the Boox Palma 2 will have Android 13, and the original Boox Palma has Android 11. If you're not somebody who's that much into operating system, basically you're having a newer version, which means that your device will be more secure, and some apps in the future might not work on older Android devices. But this is a major if. As somebody who uses a lot of older Android devices, for example, I use the BlackBerry Key 1, which runs on Android 8.1. Is it the most secure operating system? No. I would not recommend putting your banking applications or things like this, but to use it day to day, it's perfectly fine. Upgrading from Android 11 to Android 13 will make your device more secure and more future-proof, but if you already have the device, this is not going to make a huge change because the Boox Palma already has its own skin of the operating system, and I don't think visually it's making much of a difference. There's also another change that is being made. This is an update to the octa-core processor. Now, e-ink devices are notoriously slow and laggy, especially compared to a modern smartphone. But honestly, the Boox Palma for me is quite snappy. The most important for me is the refresh rate. Again, the Boox Palma is great because you can customize the refresh rate for specific apps or the device altogether. I don't think that the device is slow by any means compared to other e-ink devices such as an Amazon Kindle. And honestly, upgrading the processor for me is not something that's really going to push me unless my device was really slow, and I don't think this is going to happen by the device being only a year old. And lastly, the difference is the price. The Boox Palma has dropped in price compared to the Boox Palma 2 by about 30 or 40 euros or dollars, depending on where you get the device. I'm sure that the Boox Palma will start going on sale more and more with the upcoming release of the Boox Palma 2. Now, overall, if you already have the Boox Palma, I don't think this is much of an upgrade. If you're somebody who doesn't have a Boox Palma, I would definitely go with the Boox Palma 2, obviously because it's the newer version and you have the newer operating system. As somebody, again, who is a digital minimalist, I'm trying to buy less and I'm trying to upgrade my devices less unless they're really needed. As again, I've been using the Boox Palma for 1 year, I do notice some battery degradation and some general use of the device that makes it degrade a little bit quicker than I would like to see it. I want to test this device for the long haul and I'm going to keep using it as long as possible. I want to see how repairable it is. I want to see if I can replace the battery, and there's a lot of questions still in the air for me whether or not this device can take the long-term use. I would like if I could replace the battery myself, but I don't know if I could take this to a repair shop and have the battery replaced. There's a big question mark on that. And there's a lot of devices within the e-ink community that I do have a question about whether or not they can hold up for the long term. As somebody who is passionate about e-ink and being a low vision user, I really do rely on e-ink a lot to get my daily tasks done. The Boox Palma is an excellent device, and I'm sure the Boox Palma 2 will be great as well. If you're looking to upgrade, that's up to you, but I know for myself I will not be upgrading, and I'm okay with that. Honestly, I really still love the Boox Palma, and I will support this device going forward. What do you think about the upgrade for the Boox Palma 2? Thank you so much for watching, and see you soon.